Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Holy smokes. It is that time of the night. It is that day of the week. It's time to make it happen here at Talking Real Estate. First question, as always, where are you tuning in from this lovely state of Michigan? Where are you at? Are you up in Grand Ledge, Michigan? Are you down in the wonderful world, the bustling, hustling Monroe, Michigan? Are you up in Oscoda, Alpena? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Put it in the chat, please. Algonac, Michigan in the house. D7 is here, ladies and gentlemen. What do we got? Who is where and what is going on? Do we have anybody on the west side, the east side, the south side, the north side, under my heated blanket on the couch? That's a great answer, especially in the temperatures that we got going on these days. The temperatures that we got going on these days. Got cozy D7. Gotta love that. Gotta love cozy D7. I'm sure there's a couple Groseal, Michigan, the fancy pants on Groseal there. I'm telling you. What else? What else we got? Who else we checking in with, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know where you are in the chat, please. All right. So, first topic that we got to cover before, it's just a formality, but we got to cover it. Brownstown, Bailey Merzick in Brownstown was a D7 yesterday. The first time we got to talk about Tom Brady retired again. All right. Is it for real this time, ladies and gentlemen? I love Tom Brady, okay? He's a Michigan guy. He had an amazing career in football, but enough's enough. It's time, right? For me, it's time, and for most other folks, it's time. But the question becomes, is it for real? Is it for real? Is it really going to happen this time? Tom Brady, is he retiring? Steve Kreitz gives me a no. Chris Wojcinski gives me a yes. Bailey, what do you got? What are you thinking? What do you think for the old Tom Brady, the old GOAT? What do you think he's going to get there? What do you think he's got going on? In the chat, let us know if you think so. He's done, Tim says. I hope so. Oh, man, I hope so. Oh, yeah. So we're kind of split on that. We're kind of split on the old Tom Brady. We're a little split on that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to show 157, episode 157. It's a state of mind. It's a state of mind. We're going to talk about states and who's moving to what states and all that good fun stuff today. So we're going to talk about all those good things. Shelly says Tom Brady's done. Tim said lost his family. His record went down the tubes. Time to go. Yeah, I agree with that. I hope it's real, but he is sorry. I bet he's sorry he came back. Yeah, true. It definitely, I mean, I guess maybe you feel like you got one more in you or something like that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I don't ever want to be like, well, I don't have much more on me on this one. So we'll see. Pat Neese, the good neighbors in the house. Good to see you. As I said, guys, it's episode 157, Talking Real Estate. It's a state of mind. More rings than any team has. That's true. That's definitely true. All right. So my next big question for you, because I've been hearing this, it was like the Polar Express crazy snow from last week. They're talking about it being 0 degrees or 1 degree or whatever it is. I'm not going to tell you to use that one, but how cold is it going to be Friday? Give us your best guess. Tell us how cold it's going to be, because I'm hearing all the stories. I feel like the hype on anything, it doesn't have to be sports anymore. It can even be weather. You get the weather hype going these days. So what kind of hype do you got going on in the weather? Give me the best guess you have for temperature. Okay, give me the best guess for temperature on Friday, because I'm hearing all these different crazy numbers. Like my face is going to fall off. I mean, my eyeballs are going to freeze up and fall out of the sockets and all that stuff. So what do you think? In the chat, tell us how cold is it going to be on Friday. 2 degrees for the low, Shelly says. What else, folks? What do you think? 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 So far, I got 2 degrees. Do I hear 1 degree? Do I hear 0? Do I hear minus 10? What do you got? What's how cold is it going to be? Always 62 in my house. Yeah. In your house. You're right, Steve. It's always 62 there. That's always true. That's always the truth. Yes. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Patty says 5 degrees. All right. What do you think, guys? How cold is it going to be on Friday? Is my beer going to freeze up? I mean, what's going to happen? Am I going to have icicles going out my nose, all that good stuff? What is going to happen? How cold will it be? Bailey Merzick, what do you think? How cold is it going to be? Tim, talk to me. Up in Algonac, is it going to be colder than here down here? On Groseal, what do you think? How cold will it be Friday? What do you think? Put it in the chat, please. Short weather in North Dakota. Okay. Oh yeah. How cold do you think it's going to be, folks? How cold do you think it will be? So the hardest working man in mortgages is here. The James Brown of mortgages is going to be in the house today. Let's go 20 in South Haven. God dang, don't talk about South Haven. I don't want to hear about 20 degrees in South Haven, all right? And I don't want to hear about that in South Haven business, all right? Because it can't be that much different that's going to be here. Ay. But let's go to the man, the mission, the mortgage expert, Mike McLaughlin in the house. Sir, how are you?
Hey, good, Scott. How are you doing this fine evening?
Michael, how cold it's going to be Friday? How cold? Talk to me.
3 degrees.
3? Trace? Holy
Trace.
smokes. We'll see how that works out. It'll be 3 degrees. Chris Bergeron agrees with you. So her bones must be aching or something like that. Just want it cold enough to add a foot of ice to my canal. There you go. Okay. A little ice fishing. So, Michael, tell me about your boy Tom Brady. He's your guy too, right?
Yeah, I think he's done. I think I remember driving from Ohio to Michigan during the 1997 Rose Bowl when they beat Washington to win the national title that they should not have had to share. What a farce.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, I mean, he's been my boy since then, and really proud of him for knowing when to hang him up. I don't think he's coming back. I think he already experienced hanging them up too early, so he knew what it felt like. So now he knows the difference. And not only that, I think because he's already got his contract with Fox set up for football, and Fox, I believe what they were saying, Fox has the Super Bowl this year. I think he's going to be on Super Bowl coverage.
Really? You think so, huh?
Yeah, I think he's going to be.
You're going to hear first, ladies and gentlemen. Mike McLaughlin with his inside info. Adam Shifter's got nothing on McLaughlin. He says Tom Brady is going to be at the Super Bowl. He's going to be an analyst, right?
Oh, I don't know if he's going to be calling the game, but maybe sideline reporter or perhaps pregame, something like that.
That'd be interesting. That would definitely be interesting. I definitely would. I mean, he's not going to be Michigan's quarterback coach. I can tell you that much.
Right.
So, tell me about the wonderful Fed. What they do today?
Well, things in the mortgage world are looking as good as they have since all of this started happening. We have today the Federal Reserve made a 25 basis point rate to the overnight rate that the banks borrow money from the Federal Reserve. That's that rate. And really, it's just what's happening is the Fed is kind of taking a pause to see how the economy is going to react, because when the Fed makes all these changes, it's a lagging economy. These changes take a while to affect the economy, months. So they're thinking, okay, this is normal. This is normally when we do our rates increase or decrease. So they said, okay, we'll give it a little bit of change, but they're really taking a wait and see approach to see how the rest of the economy reacts. They really, even though it's a little bit counterintuitive, they actually want the job market to ease up a little bit so that there's not as, so actually they want unemployment to go higher a little bit because they need to cool inflation so that there's not as much demand for these things. So, you could talk for hours about whether you think that the way that they're approaching it is the correct way. But what you can say with confidence is that the housing market is reacting well. The property values are solid. Rates are coming down to the low sixes, sometimes even under 6 these days. Yep. So, and they've been staying pretty consistent. Hey, I think that we're poised for a solid 2023 and a really good. I wouldn't even call it a recovery in the housing market. I would just say, it was a hiccup while everyone tried to figure out what's next.
Mike, I tell you this much. So, like November, late October, early November, even a little bit of December, people were freaking out, right? They're freaking out, and now that's all done. I mean, I feel like people are, it's gonna crash. I just gotta wait for that to. No, that's not happening. It's not happening. Okay.
Well, that's the thing about market property values is if they don't if they're not selling the homes, if they're not being, the key is that people are able to set on the homes, protect their own value by not having to sell for under the market, and that protects the market value.
Absolutely. And I'm telling you right now, the uptick of people that I'm working with in the last month and a half, I mean, it's freaking February 1st. It's cold, right? All kinds of, I can't go fast enough. I can't. People are like, well, I want to get some daylight. Well, I'm like going as fast as I possibly can, man. I'm going to try to fit 4 of you in on Saturday. You know what I mean? The best I can. So if that's any indication, Michael, that the housing market is just doing just fine.
Yeah, and the market that's what we're kind of seeing. Excuse me, across the board. There's not as much demand for the realtors as there is for you because you are Scott Bergeron. So.
Well, I don't know about that. So I will tell you this, though.
I just said it.
I got a beautiful Canton property coming up, buddy. I tell you what, you want to talk about custom home? It's like I walked it, I was like, this is awesome. So people want to sell, people want to buy. All that ridiculousness about crashing and all that other garbage it's garbage.
Yeah.
And some people are getting bait click out of it, like realtors or mortgage people on the coast and stuff. It's not happening here. It's not happening here. It really isn't.
Yeah, it's just like anything, like you said, bait. Clickbait. People are if there's something they can draw you into what their real ends are, what they really want from you. It's just like when it says 28 pictures in the airport that you won't believe.
Yeah, right. Oh, so Michael, before you go, another quick question for you: what state besides Michigan have you been in the most in your life?
That's gonna have to be. Boy, that's tough because when I was in California, I was in the Navy. And I spent half of my time out at sea. Probably Ohio, with California being a close third, because I lived in Ohio from like 98 to 2000, 2001. So even though I was in California for 4 years, I probably spent half the time away at sea on the submarine. So
I got you. So Ohio's
going to be Ohio, followed by California.
Okay. That's going to be our next question to the folks out there, because today's show is all about the states people are moving to. Because I tell you what, I talked to, in my database now, I probably have 300 or 400 agents from across the country. And it amazes me how many people are going different states and stuff like that. So it's definitely interesting stuff. Anything else you want to share with the folks, Michael?
Love you guys. Everybody have a great night. Hello to Steve. Hello to everybody out there in Facebook world.
Mike McLaughlin, ladies and gentlemen, he brings the heat. Always brings the heat. I'll talk to you soon, sir.
All right. Thanks, Scotty.
See you, bud. Bye-bye. McLaughlin's the best, man. Listen, he's been telling you guys for a long time all this ridiculousness about rates and stuff like that it's out of this world. Julie Long, North Carolina. All right, so let's throw the question out there to you. All right, here it is. What state have you been to the most? What state have you been to the most outside of Michigan? What state have you been to the most? Put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat, please. Steve says North Dakota. He says North Dakota, ladies and gentlemen. Julie Long says North Carolina. Did you live in Ohio for a while? What else? What state? Shelly can't beat Nevada. You mean Las Vegas? Is that what you mean? Oh, let's see. Pat Nee says Virginia. We're at in Virginia, Pat. We're at in Virginia. Facebook user says Ohio. Tell us who you are and tell us where in Ohio. DC. Hey, Tim. DC. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. What state have you been to? What state have you been to outside of Michigan? What state have you been to? So, Florida. Oh, there we go. Bruce Nancy Wells. There we go. Florida. Pat says Sutton, Virginia. Okay. Oh, I see what it is. I'm at Julie's house on her computer. So that's Chris Bergeron sneaking in. That's funny. That's funny. I lied. Michigan. Yeah, I figured that one, Tim. I figured that one. Texas. Zach in Toledo. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Spent 3 years in D.C., technically Maryland. All about the technicalities, or all about the technicalities on the show today. We're all about the technicalities. All right. So let's talk about our deep dive today. What state are people moving to? What states are people moving to? First, let's see if you give me your top 3. Put 1, 2, 3 in a chat. Tell me the top 3 states you think people are moving to. Go ahead. I'll give you 1 minute. Top 3 states people are moving to. Canada. Holy smokes. What 3 states, what are your top 3 states that people are moving to right now? States that are gaining population from other places. That people are moving to. People are moving to. Put it in the chat, please. Tell me, what states are people moving to? Put it in the chat. Let's see what you got. Florida. Where else? Where else are you thinking? Where are people moving to? What states are people moving to? Idaho, Montana, Oregon, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee. Tennessee! Moving to Tennessee. Let's see what else we got. Hawaii. Ooh, Hawaii. Holy smokes, that's expensive. Hawaii, Florida, Georgia. Okay. Florida, Texas. Florida, Texas, Tennessee. Florida, Texas, Tennessee. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. North Carolina, Tennessee, and South Carolina. All right. So let's go through these, ladies and gentlemen. You give me the reasons why you think people are going there. Number 5 on the list, Arizona. Number 5 on the list, Arizona. You could not pay me to go to Arizona. I just don't have any interest at all. None. Zip, zero, nada. It's all, you tell me all the stuff you want about the dry heat and all other business. And it's got some interesting, maybe some interesting historical things. Arizona does not turn my crank at all. What about you? Tell me. What about Arizona? Too hot, Billy. That's my girl. I knew there comes some particle on stuff like that. Too dang hot. Too hot in a hot tub. Yeah. Steve Kreitz says nope to the Arizona. What do you think? Why are people moving there? It has been popular for snowbirds for quite a while. I agree to that. I agree it has been probably. But why? I guess we're asking why. Too dry. Yeah, too dry. It's like dry toast. Ugh. Dry, 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 dry. Ah, no way, Jose. Number 4, because it's warm. Number 4, lower cost of living. Okay. North Carolina. Chris Bergeron's old stomping grounds. Fayetteville area, perhaps. Raleigh, North Carolina. No Gators. No Gators in Arizona. That's pretty good. I like that. That's a fun one. What do you think? Why are people going to Carolina? Why are people going to North Carolina? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What's the draw in North Carolina? That is number 4. That is number 4. What do you think? Why North Carolina? Tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Nope. Steve Kreitz says nope on North Carolina either. God dang. North Dakota or bust, he says. The beach, yeah. Yeah, fair, fair. Gotta love the beach. Gotta love the beach. I'm telling you. I am telling you. All right. Number 3. Number 3. Can you guess? Not quite as humid as Florida. Yeah, maybe less Gators, sure. Number 3 is South Carolina. It's a little better than North Carolina, I guess. Or no Gators. There you go. It's all about the Gator quota. Tim, it's all about the Gator quota, buddy. That's what it always is. But number 3, the state that most people are moving to is South Carolina. Absolutely 100%. I had a client move there. Where the heck did she move to? Let me think about it. Well, let me think about it for a minute. Where the heck did she move to? You know what? You know what it was? Now I remember. Myrtle Beach. Keep them Gators away. You got it. You got it. So Myrtle Beach. My good friend Terry Katie. She moved from Brownstown, Woodhaven area to Myrtle Beach. Very lower cost of living. Still Gators and Hurricanes. Yeah, still Gators and Hurricanes. We might have a Gator quotient, but do they have, Steve? Do you think down there they got a big ass water slide? I don't know. They might not. We don't know the answer to that one. The last 2 are easy. Anybody could get these 2. Anybody. Number 2 is Texas. Texas, home of Jamie, my sister Jamie, in Texas, where everything's a pot or a Coke. Everything's a Coke. Okay, I tell you what cities specifically. The Houston area, a humongous amount of influx there, right? And then Austin, Texas, right? Another one too. So those, and even Dallas, right? Dallas was like a 3rd one. Political reasons, yeah, maybe, yeah. Tim, I wouldn't say it's not lower tax. Chris Bergeron, also known as Julie Long, lower taxes. There's, I can hear banging the drum over there, but Texas was number 2. And the final one, the final state, the state that most people are moving to, Florida. Now, there should be a bazillion reasons for Florida, right? But I will concur with my good friend Bailey Mercer again and say it's too damn hot. Too hot. Too hot. Right? Too hot in Florida for me. I will sweat walking down the street. I'll sweat sitting on my porch. No way. All right? No way, Jose. Heck yeah. There she is. Shelly Gambino throwing a heck yeah up there. Heck yeah, please. Oh, yeah. Steve Kreitz go the hell no. They like to duke it out. Too many hurricanes. That's what I'm talking about. Here's my people. Too many hurricanes. You hear that, Shelly? Pat Nee says, too humid. Bailey, listen, I have been coached into wearing a coat, Bailey. I didn't want to wear one, but I have been instructed that I need to wear a coat to keep for my own safety. So I'm learning at 47 years old, almost 48, that a coat's becoming a necessity. So those are our 5 states, guys. Let me go back to real quick with you. Number 5 was Arizona, place I never, ever want to go. North Carolina, where my dad was stationed, right? South Carolina, a little Myrtle Beach action. The great state of Texas and Florida. Notice that all those places, it's in the house. Good to see you, kiddo. Good to see you. Absolutely, Snowbird. There you go. Our agent from another area, folks. Like I said, I got a database now of hundreds of agents that I talk to on a weekly, monthly basis. So if you're ever moving out of state, you let me know. We can take care of that for you. We just be snow bunnies for January and February when it gets cold and gray here. $7,000 a month to rent a house down there. Yeah, definitely. You got to know a trend. You got to notice the trend, guys, is that the warm weather, that's what everybody wants. The warm weather is what everybody wants. So that's our deep dive for tonight. Now, I will give you a little this or that, this or that, this or that. Are you ready? Here we go. First, this or that. Texas or Florida? Go. Which one? Texas or Florida? You only get to choose. Depends on the house. True. That's true. Which one? Texas or Florida? What do you got? Put it in the chat. This or that. This or that. This or that. Tim says Texas. Shelly says Florida. The whales say Texas. Somebody else says Florida. Pat Nee says Florida. Bailey, come on. I thought you were better than that. No, Florida. Kelly says Florida. Holy smokes. What do you got? North Dakota. Kreitz is not a chance. Texas or Florida, you can only choose one. And Julie Long, also Chris Bergeron, says Texas. That was a dead center even one. Lori says Texas, her home state. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Number 2, we'll give you a little variety here. Arizona with the dry heat or Colorado with the snow and the mountains of beautifulness. Pick one. Arizona or Colorado. Which state would you move to? Which state? There's Tracy Schultz, a contractor extraordinaire. Been there, so Florida. I'm out, coach. Colorado. Bailey says Colorado. Love Denver. That a girl. Okay, Julie Long says Colorado. Pat Nee says Arizona. Tim says Colorado. Shelly says Colorado. Colorado by landslide, ladies and gentlemen. We got Colorado all over the place. You know why? Because Deion Sanders is coaching the Buffaloes in Colorado. Deion. No, I'm just kidding. John Betker, you're in Hawaii. What are you doing watching this show? Holy smokes. The guy's watching it internationally now. He's watching it from Hawaii. Unbelievable. Look at all those Colorado people. There we go. Last one. Toughest one of all, ladies and gentlemen. This one, once I reveal it, it may be impossible to decide. We shall see. Here it is. North Carolina, South Carolina. Which one? This or that? This or that? This or that? Which one? North Carolina, South Carolina. Come on, what do you got for me? What do you got for me? Colorado won that one easy. But let's go with North Carolina, South Carolina. Let's see. Shelly says South. Facebook user says North. Another one says South. Bailey says North. Trace says North. Man, it's tight. Pat Nee says South. Chris Bergeron, also Julie Long, says North. It's right dead center even. What do we got? Steve Kreitz says South. Holy smokes. Which one will win? The future of the Union depends on this debate we're having right now. Tim says South. Oh, let's see. Chris Wojcicki says South. Kelly says North. South is too touristy. Oh, my goodness. That was too close to call. The Carolinas are beautiful every possible way they could be. So let's go to the moment you've all been waiting for. I know you have. Here it is. This week's What Realtors See. I, as a realtor, get to see some crazy, ridiculous stuff. I take pictures like I'm some kind of photographer all the time. People on showings pointing out to me now. They go, Scott, you should take a picture of this, take a picture of that. The ridiculous stuff. Now, your job is to caption the picture I put up there. Okay. The best caption wins a chance at millions of dollars on a scratch off ticket. Are you ready? Here we go. What Realtors See, number one. Let me see if I can find it here. I'm not doing it that way. We're going to do it this way. Let's see. Number one, I saw this with a client, and it's something else. It is something else, ladies and gentlemen. The color should probably persuade you. There it is. I'll make it a little bigger so you can see it. Walked in and saw that in a house. Whew. Your best caption, put it in the chat, please. Your best caption, put it in the chat, please. Chance shrimps can't be for dinner. What do you got, ladies and gentlemen? What do you got? Chris Bergeron says golden plated bathroom. Shelly, the shower curtain does not match. Who puked on the wall? Sorry, Grandma had leftover drape material. Don't judge my design choices. Jesus. Oh, this is rough. This is rough. As far as the eye can see. Got 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. Your best caption to a chance to win millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket. What do you think? What Realtors See? Got the big boy tablecloth with curtains. Yes, they do. That's true. You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Who puked on the wall? Who puked on the wall? Tim, you are the big winner on What Realtors See, number one. You are the big winner for number one. Okay. Number two, I have to give you a little preface on this one. I have to explain it a little bit. Number two, in this house, usually you see a nice big flagpole. This is what they hung up outside the home. Right there. I blew it up a little bit. That's tiny. That thing is tiny, just so you know. What Realtors See? Put your captions in the chat. Put your captions in the chat. What do you think? What do you think? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. What is House of Dwarfs? Oh, jeez. A tiny bit of patriotism. Yeah, Bailey Mercy was in fact with me at this one. Leftover Christmas tree. 10% American. Oh, jeez. That's terrible. That's rough. Oh, yeah. This little, we love America, kind of. Capitalist America doesn't matter the size. That's true. That's true. Baby flag to the tune of baby shark. That's it looks bigger, but it's cold. I told her not to dry it. Oh, jeez. You got 30 seconds, guys. You got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. This little bitty flag over here. Da, 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 da. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. It's a grower, not a shower. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Shh, America. That was a good one. 3, 2, 1. And the late entry. If I can get down to it here, let's see. There he is, Mike Maddox. Shh, America. That's a good one. You are the second winner of What Realtors See, sir. What Realtors See. And Bailey Mercer can attest to the fact that that was a little bitty flag because it was little bitty. Kick Lori off the show. Oh, jeez. Fun size. Attaboy. There he is, your local locksmith. My man. Jason, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. All right. Last one, ladies and gentlemen. Last one. This one's a little bit of a gagger, too. Let's see. I don't mean it in a good way. Let's see. I walked into a house and I saw this. Walked into a house and saw that. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Hopefully that will help you understand. I can't give you any more hints than that. Walked into a house and I saw that right there. What Realtors See, number 3. Walked into a house and I saw that right there. What do you think? What do you think? That's my favorite. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think? Mom? A rookie card of Scott Bergeron. That's pretty good. That's a fun one. What do you think? I walked in the house and I saw that in a frame. I know Steve Kreitz at one time had a like a stack of them on his fridge. Nacho average realtor. Nacho average realtor, sucker. Hopefully you put a stack of your cards right there. Are they trying to entice the buyer with candy or scare them off with the photo? Oh, Trace, it's warding off demons, isn't it? Number 1 realtor. Nacho average realtor, sucker. They should have blown it up. Yeah, poster size. That's what we should have had, poster size. You got 30 seconds, guys. You got 30 seconds. I saw it. I started laughing. I was like, oh, my God. That made me laugh. Ay. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What Realtors See, number 3. Chance to win millions of dollars on a scratch out ticket. I have one for sale. I know what I got. No low ballers. One in every home. That's pretty good. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 3, 2, 1. And our good friend, the local locksmith, Jason, says, stay classy, Downriver. That's the winner for What Realtors See, number 3. That's the winner. Guys, you are amazingly fun to be around. I get a kick out of doing this show every single week. As always, guys, we will have a little after show for a couple minutes in the Talking Facebook group. Now, I will tell you this. Somehow it spammed out the other day. Somebody, like 4 or 5 people text me, oh, my God, there's Simon Cowell is in the hospital. Pictures keep coming up on Talking Real Estate. So I apologize. I cleaned it up as soon as I could. So that's the first time that ever happened too. So Talking Real Estate, the group, Facebook review, not part of it. I try to post at least one extra question besides what I post in the middle of the day for folks to kind of ponder. So it's all, anytime we do any parties or any get-togethers or anything like that, it's best. That's the way to put it out. I put out Talking Real Estate, the group. So to do that, guys, jump on Facebook, Talking Real Estate, the group, and that's where I do the after show. Usually if I have guests like John Betker and that, we do a couple extra questions. Jason was, when he came and did Locksmith Talks here, we do that too. So I'm going to leave you today, and I'm going to go to Talking Real Estate, the after show. I'm Scott, and I'm definitely not your average realtor, sucker.